What's up everyone, it is day 2 of Big Brother 24 and the jealousy and the sparks are flying already. It is Elvis week on TV Talks with Tom because Daniel is indeed our head of household. So without further ado, let's do it. They're trapped in a house and they can't walk out because they're playing Big Brother. Everyone put your hands together, let's go. They're making some deals, hoping Daniel appeals in that famous Californian compound. Paloma can't stand Taylor, she's got a jealous mind. So do Alyssa and Jasmine, they've got some jealous minds. Folks, the jealousy is flying around and the nominations are drawing nearer, so we've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also click the like button as it really helps me out, and hit the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Alright guys, let's jump right into it, and we do have a lot to talk about today, including potential nominations that are going to be taking place, people who could be in jeopardy, and also the continuation of Paloma not really liking Taylor. She's kind of been the ringleader, and Jasmine and Alyssa are following. We'll get onto that very important update later, but you know, we start the day, you know, where we saw people just mingling. Game Talk didn't really kick off that fast. Michael is somebody who is refraining from Game Talk. I think he seems a little uncomfortable, and you know, I understand his perspective because I think probably a lot of us can relate. Do you know when you kind of put it this way, right? The casting pool for Big Brother, 70% of the people are probably the main character in their life, and well, in a way where they are the cool kids and the popular kids, and they are used to getting attention and yada yada yada, and they sometimes don't realise everybody around them. I'm not saying everybody's the case like that, but it's that kind of vibe. Michael obviously doesn't hang out with those kind of people, so it's tough because I'm seeing him there and I kind of just want to give him a big hug and say, it's alright, we're all here behind you, because he is one of us. Michael is a big fan. He's a Big Brother nerd, and you can see that he's struggling a little bit. But we've seen that with other kind of nerds before in that stereotype in Big Brother. Ian's struggled before, and then he's thrived. I think you could make a case for Steve as well, and it is just very kind of. It's sad at the moment kind of seeing him refrain, but then every so often he pops out of that cocoon and starts to do something, and then you're like, yes, come on, do it, spread out a bit more. So I'm just hoping he's going to channel that over the next few days, and especially today, because nominations are taking place today, and I'm hoping that he can put some campaigning into gear before he could potentially end up on the block. But yeah, that was kind of Michael's side of things. And then on the other side of things, my other favourites, so literally my two favourites, we're not in a good position right now, folks. Terrence is saying that he feels out of place. And it's understandable. He's the oldest person in there by, you know, a good, you know, I think he's 47, and then the closest person behind that is Nicole, who's 41, so it's understandable Terrence is feeling like that. It doesn't help that there's about 7 people who've got an identical personality, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but you know what? I've got faith. I'm really hoping that my boy's going to pull through, Terrence and Michael. So a bunch of final twos have been made already, and I'm just going to spat all these out right now rather than doing a little segment for each of them, and I'm going to try and remember some of the names because they were a bit whack. So the Blue-Eyed Bash Boys are Kyle and Pooch. Take that with what you will. Then we've got Nicole and Daniel. So Nicole's definitely good in with the HOH here, so that's great to see her making moves there. They are the Rogue Rats. I kind of prefer that name to the Blue-Eyed Bash Boys. It just, I don't know, it just comes across as a little pretentious, the other one. And then we've got, of course, Paloma and Alyssa. Yeah. And then we've got Turner and Brittany, who've actually bonded quite tightly. And definitely an unexpected duo that we're seeing form there. If somebody told me pre-season Turner and Brittany are going to be a duo, I would have laughed my head off. But here we are on day 2, folks, where Turner and Brittany are a duo. Alright, now Paloma and Jasmine were in the gym, and they were talking about Taylor for a moment, and I am baffled what has happened in Paloma's mind to make her have such, I wouldn't say hate, because hate's a strong word, but disdain towards Taylor after spending not even 2 days yet in the house together. They've done a night and 1 day. I'm baffled. But anyway, she's talking to Jasmine, saying that, and she's always pageant walking around the house, and and then she was imitating her walking up and down the room, like she throws her head back like that, and then and she was like strutting down the gym and like giving it all that, and like you'd think it was just like imitation, but it's very weird how much she goes on about Taylor and how much she doesn't like how she's talking to this person, and she doesn't like that she does this, and she doesn't like that she does that, and imitating how she walks around the house. It's mocking, and it's incredibly weird. I'm not saying, it's catastrophic, nobody's going to lose a limb over it, but very, very strange behaviour from Paloma there that we should all keep an eye out for, and social media is keeping an eye out for. People are talking about her being jealous, and, Jasmine was sat there laughing as well, while she was talking through it, and we saw Alyssa obviously yesterday having a wild time about calling her pageant girl alongside Paloma. It seems to be repeating itself, and I think we're going to be dealing with a lot of days of them talking about Taylor, and I think that they aren't going to be very well liked as a result of that. However, of course, with the backstage pass thing that's going on, America will save one of Alyssa, Paloma and Brittany. I think it's a no-brainer that Brittany's going to be saved. I really hope she is. In fact, I'm going to take this moment to use my platform to say, if you haven't already, please put 10 votes on Brittany. It's free to vote, and I'm urging you, if you haven't watched the live feed updates, please vote Brittany. If you have watched the live feed updates as well, please vote Brittany. She cares about the game the most out of the three, and she's not nasty, to put it quite frankly, and she doesn't have pack mentality, which I like a lot. And with Julie saying that the other people are still going to be in jeopardy, that could mean that Alyssa and Paloma, or one of the two, could end up being evicted this week if things actually go quite well. Game Talk started to take place a bit more at night time. It's difficult sometimes for Game Talk to start getting the ball rolling on week one if the HOH doesn't indulge much, and Daniel wasn't doing much of it until the evening last night, with nominations coming up the following morning. I'm assuming they're going to be happening over the next few hours as I'm recording this. But yeah, so he chatted with Paloma, and she was saying that she was a girl's girl and she was all for the girls. Then she wanted to target a girl. Then she was saying, she was laying out a game saying, I'm the kind of person who likes to listen, and then didn't shut up and just kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Jesus. I mean, and I just... I'm speechless on day 2, folks. I am speechless on day 2. She needs to be speechless. If you're actually going to follow up on that and say that your tactic is to listen rather than mouthing off, then do that. And then she says that she wants to get one of the guys, and then secretly she's saying girls, and it just goes backwards and forwards. And put it this way, if she's HOH, we're in for a chaotic week. I do hope, though, she ends up on the block by the end of the week. That's just my personal opinion. I know everybody will have a different one, but I would like to see Paloma on the block by the end of the week. Now, Michael wanted to do a one-to-one with Daniel too, and I think he pitched safety to him, basically saying, look, I'm not out to get you, yada, yada, yada. But then it got to midnight, and they still hadn't had that conversation, so I think that was leaving Daniel a little bit sceptical, where to the point when he was going to bed, because he had a couple of chats with some other people, Jasmine included, he kind of said, I think, and this is much to my dismay as well, he said the easy way out would be putting Michael and Terence up on the block. What have I done to deserve this, Big Brother gods? My favourite two being thrown around as the easy way out on week 1. I'm sorry, but that is absolute, I'm not going to swear, but bullshit. That's what that is. That is absolutely what that is. Picking out the outcast, picking out the old person or the older person. I'm not saying 47's old, because it's not. I'd be disrespecting people that I care about by saying that, and a lot of you. And you all know I root for the older person anyway. But yeah, anyway. The older person and the guy who's kind of the nerd and the person who's not talking very much, he's trying. You can tell Michael's trying, and he's contributing to lots of conversations. He was even saying, do you know what? Proving that he's one of us as well. He started talking about Nicole Franzel as well yesterday, and he was mentioning, look, if she just owned that she was a villain, people would like her more. It's the fact that Janelle would say something to her, then she'd start crying and go into victim mode. I mean, Michael, where have you been with this take? I mean, that is just amazing. I mean, we all, 90% of us believe that as well, and to see him say that straight up on the feeds was amazing, and yeah, I like Michael a lot. So Michael and Terence is a no-go for me. Daniel needs to get his head out of his ass and realise that you have head of household. You're not playing for the group, you're not playing for the house, you've known these people, you know, less than 3 days at this point. You've got the power, make the move, because in 5 weeks' time, when your life, your big brother life's at stake by the chokehold of a Steamroller Alliance, and you've got no allies to back you up, don't come crying. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Please let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of Paloma's, as Janelle has dubbed it, Taylor Ellisy, as in Janellisy and Jealousy and all the ones that have came before that? What do you think of that? Do you like Taylor? Do you like Paloma? Do you like Alyssa? Do you like Jasmine? All these people. Terence and Michael as potential nominees. I'm really hoping that the Game Talk is going to switch up this morning to get the target off their back. It's annoying me and it's disappointing me and I don't like it at all. It's a big fat thumbs down from Tom. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single last one of you. Happy Friday. Congratulations on making it through the week, and I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. But make sure that you are staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there. And remember to be kind to one another. But folks, in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that good stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.